Hello again, it is Dusty Thunder, and I have an update for the Am I the Astronaut for flipping out on my fiance for canceling all the vegan food options from our wedding food menu behind my back. Didn't realize how long the title was, LOL. So the talk didn't go well. I waited for him to come home so we could have a final conversation about it, but he still insisted on his stance. For more details, his family are a bit on the heavy side. Most of them are obese. Nothing wrong with that, they're perfectly within their right to decide how to live, but they get easily offended at the mention of the words weight and food. I tried so hard to focus on the issue at hand, but I noticed there was a pattern of this behavior. He said it wasn't true, and that it was just an attempt for me to throw past conflicts at him in order to win the current one. He claimed he tried to reason with me about why and how his guest might see those vegan options as offensive. Also said that his family love food and consider it a big deal, and how he didn't want his family to feel like there's certain options that they couldn't touch and feel like there's a difference in how I treat them versus how I treat my family. He then went on to explain how it's just an event and how my family should just accept what's going on the menu, and if they felt inconvenience, so what? It's just a one-time thing, so they're not going to die if they had salad and appetizers. What he said wasn't good enough reason for me, because his folks are going to say and think what they want. But at the end of the day, it's my wedding. And to be honest, realizing that my partner himself thinks it's okay to steamroll my opinions and decisions simply because he's prioritizing others and their opinions over me was really upsetting and not something that could be looked past. Normally, I'm a person of rational discussions and compromises. I'm all about compromises. I'd compromised on much bigger matters than just food, but like people said, it's not about the food anymore, if it ever was. Like, he'd literally lose nothing if he let me have what I wanted, but apparently he was willing to lose it all over this, which is fine by me. I gave him back the ring and called everything off. I just couldn't envision myself living like this any longer, having to walk on eggshells for his family and letting him basically override my opinions and have the final say no matter what. Marriage is about compromise, and here he has nothing to lose, yet chose to do this to me and my family. Mind you, this is my first serious relationship and I didn't know what to expect. But it's safe to say that he and his mom and family did make it feel like I was taking crazy pills on so many occasions, so that's that. Last thing he said was that I chose my family over him and ended everything between for the sake of keeping him happy. Decision's been made and it's done. Just wanted to give an update to those who wanted it. Thank you so much for your endless stream of advice and support. Well done, good for you, OP. I'm glad that OP called this off because, like we talked about before, this is straight up disrespect for your culture. And I'm calling your food options, your choice to be a vegan, a culture thing there because it's how you live your life. And your family follows the same pattern. So they have, bordering on utter contempt for you and your family. Certainly weren't going to respect any of your choices here. And it's really funny how they have this hypocritical argument about not wanting his family to look at something like they couldn't touch it. No, they just wanted 99% of the food items that were there to be things that you couldn't touch. What an ascon 1, that guy. Jeez. You saved yourself from marrying an ascon 1. So, bravo, good move there. He had so many chances here to fix this and make it right, but chose not to. So, there you go. That's that. It's unfortunate that your first serious relationship turned into this, but you chose you and made the right move. And you learned a lot in this process that you'll be able to use in the future to avoid making these kinds of mistakes. Also, if you've been watching this video and you're like, man, something is different. What is different? What is different? I didn't wear my headphones just to mess with you. Seriously. I don't know. It seemed like a fun thing to do.